Hit that like button, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 2 people. Thanks, guys. Come on, guys, like the video. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button. Join up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Osman, who the fuck is Osman? Fuck off.
Trying to reconnect. Okay, let's go, guys. We're gonna. We just lost our 2 viewers there. We lost everybody. Okay, okay. It's not going the way I hoped. Okay. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 5280 subs. We're doing good on the subscribers. 5,280. Good, good, good. We got 4 watchers now, guys. Thank you for 4 people watching. That's really is good. That's really good. Yes. Thank you. He says hi. Jess. Hey, Jess. What's up? Hope you're doing well. I'm getting ready for a live workout here. Thanks for the like. I see you. Any likes are very useful for the channel. They help out starving YouTubers, okay? I am a starving YouTuber. I do all kinds of workouts, live videos to try to blow up, all right? Trying to blow up on YouTube. So I give you guys daily motivation. So let's do a set of squats. And this should motivate you guys to do some squats, all right? So I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing excellent. I don't know who you are, but thanks for coming in here. I hope that we get a lot of new subscribers today. I hope we get a lot of new viewers. We have 5,280 subscribers on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers because when we hit 10,000, I heard that the algorithm starts pumping up your videos more, okay? So please help me get to 10K subs. And let's do a set of squats. All right. Let's try to bust out 25 reps. Let's go. Ready? And go. It's pretty easy, but I don't really have a lot of weight, so. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 21, 22, 25. Let's take it off. It's getting to be too heavy now. So just take it off. We got to get a rest, drink our water, take a 3-minute break, okay? Want to be gangster? Yeah. I will sub if you say 6-7. 6-7. Hit that subscribe button, guys. 6-7. I just subscribed. Yeah, Jess, I see that. Thank you. I'll check out you too. I'll check out your channel. Well, I won't check out you, but I'll see if you have a channel and I'll subscribe to you too, okay? I'll do that after the stream. I'll look for you on there, okay? As a new subscriber. More squat from behind. Says, this is satire. No, this is not satire, okay? Does that look like satire? This is where people go to get ripped and rich, okay? I talk about investing and how to get big, how to get strong, okay? So I'm resting now and getting ready for another set of squats. So let's use some more weights, okay? I'm gonna put some more weight in the backpack. I'll do that one, and I'll do this one. And I already have about 60 pounds in there, okay? I call that big. Wow, I'm telling Jesus, okay. All right, guys, let's do another set of squats. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew, that's good enough for right there. I can take another break. Remember, you got to breathe. Breathe, guys. You got to correct the oxygen deficit. After a set like that, your muscles are screaming. They want more oxygen, okay? Turn around. What's the joke? Exhale on the toughest part of the exercise. Never hold your breath like you just did. Yeah. Always exhale with effort, okay? So, since this gentleman thinks he's the expert, we can let him show us when he gets his own channel, okay? So yes, like when you're benching like this, you breathe out. You exhale with effort. That's what I was always taught. Sup, y'all? Sup? Let's do another set of squats, all right? I'm the martial arts guy. Be respectful. I know martial arts too, okay? We can actually set up a tournament between me and you, all right? I know a little bit myself about karate, taekwondo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, judo, and I do know some different forms of kung fu as well, like praying mantis and Wing Chun. So I know, and I do know about Greco-Roman wrestling. I know, basically, I can apply so many different techniques, you wouldn't even know what I'm going to do next, and you wouldn't know how to defend against it, okay? Because I take techniques from many different fighting forms. So let's do some more squats. Gonna put more weight in it, all right? Now we're really getting big. But have you been vaccinated? No, I haven't. How much do you bench? I lift 245 at 165-pound body weight. I could probably do about the same. I weigh about 165, and I could probably bench about the same as you. So we would have to have a competition, okay? So we got to meet up and do a YouTube video. But I bet you I could outbench you, bro. Let's meet up sometime and do a bench contest. Let's do a bench off. All right, let's bench off. Do some more squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. Had to take off one of my pairs of pants. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Tiny. And says he can bench 245. I doubt you can even do 185. That's easy. That's lightweight, dude. 185 is lightweight. You know what? Let's do a set of push-ups. All right? Bro, you really think I can't bench 245? Bro, I could probably bench 245 like nothing. Lift consistently to look like this. Yeah, I do. Do some push-ups, guys. Hat turned sideways. Pants on the ground. Let's go. 3, 4. I'm gonna try a little bit closer now to see how it feels. That's how it's done, son. That's how we do it. Wow, 20 push-ups equals a 245-pound bench. I did 25 or so. And I could have probably did like probably 50 push-ups if I really wanted to. Just got back from overseas. Have you ever tried Cayman cider? No, never. Is that a type of crocodile, the Cayman? So I don't know what you mean. I didn't know they made cider from alligators or crocodiles. Push-ups at 165 push-ups, you are lifting 70% body weight. Overconfidence would get you killed with me. Well, let's just see about that, okay? So 110 pounds equals 20 reps. Got him. Mate, I doubt you could even bench 165. $165 is for little kids, okay? I could bench 165 when I was 11 years old, bro. Low tier rage bait. It's not really rage bait. I'm just trying to do a workout and I'm just responding to you. I'm not really trying to bait anyone. I'm just trying to respond, okay? When's the last time you benched in a gym? Last time I benched at an actual gym? I don't know. Well, about 8 months ago, I did a Smith machine bench. One of the benches that's on the things like that. And I did a lot of weight, okay? Put that weighted vest on and do push-ups. All right. Let's do some weighted push-ups, guys. We got 22 people in here. Please hit that like button. My music, my second favorite, Natty Vegan. First is Ziz, and I am his second favorite. I made it, guys. I made it. So let's take the backpack, take some of the weights out. Let's do some push-ups. Let's get jacked. All right, guys, let's get big. Guys, you got to psych yourself up before each set. You can do it. You're a beast. Beast. Beast mode. 1, 2, 3. See that? Thanks. Yeah. Good game. Easy. Let's do a couple more. I really try to squeeze that chest. All right, guys? 1, 2, 3, go. So, I haven't worked out in about 10 days, all right? And, you know, I don't think I lost any muscle really, but supposedly it takes about 3 weeks to lose muscle. But I think if you're ectomorph, you can start losing muscle in as little as 2 weeks because you burn everything so much faster. Bro did 11 push-ups with 4 pounds. John, 10 days. No, you won't lose. It takes 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. I really haven't worked out in like 10 days, guys, just because I had to work out at work. I had to work. To be honest with you, though, I did do some push-ups at work. When I was on my lunch break, I went outside, started banging out some push-ups. It's good to get back in the gym, guys. It feels great, though. This is the classic Mike Mentzer pose. And then he went like this. And then Mentzer went like this. But I try to copy all his poses since I think he was one of the best posers. But today, since I haven't really worked out, I'm kind of doing like a whole body workout. So I want to hit the legs, the chest, and now I want to hit the shoulders and I want to hit the biceps, okay? I definitely want to hit those biceps today. Even though they're not really growing, you know, I still want to hit them because maybe they will start to grow eventually. April, John bench 525 with a 45-second pause at the Arnold. Yeah, 525 I hit. Are you surprised though? Nah, you're not surprised. I was there. Yeah, he was there. Thank you, dude. Thanks for backing me up. Really appreciate that. Thanks for helping defending me against the haters. I was the plates. The lats are coming in a little bit. Come on, guys, like the video. Like the video. All right. Let's do another set of push-ups because I really want to get this chest pumping. Let's get jacked. All right. It's time to get jacked. Ooh. Yeah. I'm tired. I haven't worked out in a while and I'm just not quite used to it. Show us how tough you are. I will. We got to get you a home gym, bro. I got to get a home gym. Yeah, I'll get one soon, okay? I guess you choose to be a poser. A set of 8 to 90 dumbbells. Yeah, I could use the 90s. Sure, buddy. No, I could use the 90s for benching. But I think I should start off with 60s just to be safe, okay? Big Papa Pump. Yeah, Jesus. Thank you. Appreciate you, Jesus. Whoa. I just broke it. No, sorry guys. All right. Let's get set up for some curls. Curls for the girls, all right? Do a set of curls. When does John push ups? He's pushing the earth away from him. Exactly, dude. And a lot of people don't understand that because they can't notice the subtle changes in the earth's rotation. But, correct. When I do push-ups, I push the earth away. The flat earth. More plates, more dates. Yeah, more plates, more dates. Derek. I've watched Derek for a lot of years. That guy has the most jacked shoulders. Dude, that guy's shoulders. I'm trying to get shoulders like Derek for more plates, more dates. The chain is brighter than April's future. Yeah, April doesn't look good. April's showers bring May flowers, but I think we're gonna get showers of missiles in April. Showers of carpet bombs. I got to do this as a TikTok video too. We got lives suspended on TikTok because I talked about certain things, so we can no longer go live on TikTok, at least for the next few days. But I can still make 60-second videos. You were seriously working out, I would take you seriously. This only camera show and posing. No, I am working out, bro. We're just getting started, okay? We're just getting started. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to do a set of shoulder raises. This is the best exercise to isolate the delts, okay? So you're going to hold the weight like so. I like to bring it across the body a little bit. Lean forward just a little bit and bring it up like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I like to choose a weight that I can do for 10 reps. And by the time you get to rep number 10, it should be getting very hard to do, okay? And if you want to pump out an extra couple reps, 11, 12, 13, go for it, all right, guys? And that's how you make a TikTok video. That's going to make me a lot of money on this video. Build huge shoulders. I am motivating the entire world. Hey, there's Kobe from KC Trades. He's one of the best stock traders around here. How to get huge shoulders and arms. All right, now let's do the other one, okay? So take the dumbbell, choose a weight that's pretty heavy. You should be able to get 12 reps, 10 to 12 reps without any cheating, okay? So when you start from the bottom, you don't want to start like this and go, whew. You want to start from a very stable, rigid position, like this. 1, 2. See, if I was going to cheat, I'd go like that. I go like this. But keep your body stable like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And remember, guys, you want to try to get 10 reps, all right? So where was I? 6? Yeah, I was at 6. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn, that's burning for 10 reps. Why is it burning so much? Dude, your ankle is completely off. You have a bent spine. Yes, I was bending it over on purpose. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So this is what you do. Lean over a little bit like this. You know what Arnold did? Arnold went like this. Okay. He laid on a bench. I say you don't need to lay on a bench, but if you can, that's great. If you don't have a bench, just lean over a little bit like this. Okay. And it can help get the rear and side delts. Just lean over a little bit. Just like that. And that way you avoid this part, which is where people get injuries. People can get injuries going like this. So I like to hit the rear part. The shoulder joint is much, much stronger if you are bending over a little bit than if you go like this. So your shoulder is very weak if you go like this, but it's very strong if you go like this. You will not get injured like this. I highly doubt it. But if you go like this, that's going to lead to an injury, okay? Or if you do the Arnold press. Arnold would hold his dumbbells like this, and then he went like this, and he went like this. But if you're constantly rotating, it's going to injure your shoulder. And guess what? Arnold never did the Arnold press. He invented it supposedly, but he never even did it. Nobody saw him do it. So think about that. Do not do the Arnold press. It's stupid. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a modified version of rest pause, okay? So you do 3 reps and then you rest. 3 reps, rest, okay? 1, 2, 3. Rest it. 1, 2, 3. Rest it. 1, 2, 3, and rest. 1, 2, 3, and rest. So the theory behind that is that you're going to be able to do much more stricter repetitions. The oxygen's going to flood back into the muscle after every 3 reps. And you should be able to get many more reps overall within your set, okay? That's called rest pause. Typically, you want to do it for a compound exercise, and you want to have help, you want to have a spotter. But you can also do it for a simple exercise like shoulder raises. Rest pause, okay? Now, I want to hit up some biceps. Let's do a set of curls for the girls. Dude, let's be clear. This is probably your first time working out. Oh, okay. Please leave a super chat if you want to leave a comment, all right? Let's do a set of curls for the girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, 10. Got a good 10 reps right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Cramping up a little bit in the shoulder, I think. Rons, tell him how to do it effectively. Robert, are you absolutely right? Watching this and listening to explain the correct way of doing things is so frustrating. Yeah. Imagine how I feel every time I step into a gym. I see people doing all kinds of crazy, stupid machine exercises and half reps and all kinds of crazy swinging their bodies. And I see people use improper form every day, and it gets very frustrating. So I know how you feel. He is absolutely not getting certified. He thinks he knows everything and is clearly arrogant and won't respond unless it's a super chat. Yeah, I'm trying to make money. So if you give a super chat, I will read your comment 100%. If you do not leave a super chat, I will still possibly read it, but I'll most likely avoid it, okay? So people be doing some wild stuff in the gym. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we got bros on here jealous. They're jealous, so they say, I don't know how to do it. But that's life. You get a lot of people that are know-it-alls. And, you know, I call it like it is. It is what it is, you know? When you're the kind of person that says it is what it is, that means you accept life, you accept all the bullshit, you become a dangerous man, all right? Stock info. Yes, buy Petro Brazil. Petro Brazil stock right now is my #1 play. Bro, jealous of what? Body build for a living. Robert, right again. What do you say we hit up the triceps? All right, guys. Let's do a set of tries. Some close push-ups. Yeah, buddy. Look at those striations. Whew. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Let's get ripped up in here. Tired. I can't even flex at 100%. What do you say we do another set of curls for the girls? Nice titties, bud. Yeah, thank you. One day I was on a YouTube live and one of you guys said I had a bird chest. Ever since then, I've been doing mad push-ups. I don't want to have a bird chest no more. Want to have a chest of a gorilla chest. I want to have a gorilla chest. Also, I want to have gorilla biceps, okay? Let's get another set of curls. Look at that. Respect my authority. Freaking Kim Jong-un. John, I'm letting all comments ride for the algo engagement. Okay, Mike, or I mean my music. Let's hope that it works, okay? Let's do a set of curls, all right? All right, I'm going to show you guys how to build huge arms, okay? So, you want to grab a weight that is pretty heavy. We're going to be doing a bicep curl, a one-arm curl. So pick a weight where you can do approximately 10 reps, 10 to 12 reps. And it should be getting very, very hard when you hit rep number 8 or 9, okay? So I have picked 20 29 pounds. Okay? Doesn't mean that you should use 29 pounds. Use whatever your body is, you want to pick a weight and then you want to start going heavier and heavier and heavier. Okay? This is how you do the bicep curl. Put your elbow to your side. And then when you curl it, you want to keep your elbow stable like this. Okay? 3, 4, 5. When you come down, you're getting a good stretch right there, okay? And you want to control it on the way down. Let it come down slow. That's good. That's good. All right. Let's show you with the other arm. All right, John, try 5 sets of 4 with 50. I don't even have 50-pound dumbbell. All right, ready? 1, 2. Remember, you want to keep your elbow very stable. You don't want to swing it. And that's how it's done, guys. We'll see you in the next TikTok video. Oh, nice. A stream dedicated to those who peaked in high school. Want to grab a weight that is pretty heavy. We're going to be doing a bicep curl, a one-arm curl. Nathan, John here, 4 touchdowns in the game. Respect, thank you. Slow down and squeeze for 3 seconds. All right. I'll try to squeeze it like he says, okay? 1, 2, 3. You know, I don't like to squeeze it, okay? Yeah, maybe it's good, but it feels to me like if you squeeze it, it traps in the blood there and doesn't let fresh oxygen come in, okay? So I think it's all about the reps to get that fresh oxygen coming in. If you're squeezing it, it kind of cramps everything up and it doesn't let the blood flow freely. So I'm actually not a big believer in squeezing it at the top. I know it is recommended, but from my perspective as a amateur bodybuilder, I'm just not a fan of squeezing it, okay? Because it doesn't let new oxygen come in there. I mean, sure, maybe it'll help a little bit, but I'm not a huge fan of it. John is Al Bundy. What do you say we finish up with some hammer curls, all right? This is small AF. Bro, I'm going to be the next Sam Sulek. Did you hear Sam Sulek got eighth place? I'm trying to come up on him and beat him without significant oral losses. Feel like Kevin Levrone up in here. Let's get this muscle, guys. I think that's enough. I think we did enough, guys. Let's just check out the pump. I look like a bulldog. We're coming up, guys. We're coming up. Let's get this money, boys. Let's get it.
You guys want to know what's really
We presume you're single. Yes. How did you know? How did you know I was single? How did he know that? Was it because I'm too arrogant? No. Maybe. Or is it because I'm too ripped? Yeah. Let's get this money, boys. Whew. Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. Thanks, everybody. Shoot. Nope. He says it's obvious. Don't be jealous of his muscles. Yeah. I don't want to talk crap. I won't, but I recommend you watch from form and lower the weight till you can do them properly. Well, that set at the very end, I was losing form on purpose. That was my last set. It was all about intensity, not about, keeping a rigid body structure or keeping perfect form. Oftentimes on your last set, I go all out. So I swing, I cheat, and that's fine because, Ronnie Coleman cheated. Kevin Levrone cheated. Lee Priest cheated. All the best bodybuilders cheat. Okay? It's all about intensity. I don't want to talk crap. 1 million views on TikTok is $600. 1 million views on YouTube is 4,000. Yeah, wow. I have almost 2 million views on YouTube. 2 million. And I'm not joking. I'll show you right here. Lifetime. Here's my views. 1.9 million. I got 1.9. But this is how I'm doing. Done. And you can see it just dropped. Okay? So the channel is not doing good. My numbers are dropping to some of the lowest numbers that I've had in months. And that's because I was working for 10 days in a row. So I haven't had any time to do YouTube. And that really sucks. Because that's my career, My career is suffering. And I have to go work for the man, It's really depressing, but I try not to let it get to me. I just keep focused. And I say to myself, I'm going to make another YouTube video first chance I get, I don't let it discourage me. Because I know that there's a day my channel is going to blow up, okay? And that day is coming soon, okay? You never answered what you think of blood flow restrictive cuffs. I never heard of that. Blood flow restrictive cuffs? I don't think restricting your blood flow is ever healthy for you, okay? I think it's the personality, yeah. A lot of women don't like my personality. But a lot of them do. A lot of them do. It dropped because you don't know who Tom Lee is. John, it's low because the algo is changing. You'll get it back. Yeah. The algorithm is always changing. Yes. When the algorithm pumps up crypto, I always talk about crypto, and I do crypto lives, and we do amazing. Or if gold is going up, I'm always talking about gold. Right now, crypto is dead, and gold is dead. So my videos are not doing good because all I talk about is gold and crypto. Okay? So I would have gotten back to changing my videos to workout videos, but I haven't had a chance. Okay? Like I have to change my banner to a workout banner. I have to change everything about my channel towards working out. And then when crypto comes back, I have to change everything towards crypto. So I'm basically trying to go where the algorithm is going. But I haven't had time. So I make changes and adaptations to my channel when I can get time. I haven't had time to do anything in 10 days. So the channel is going to suffer because I haven't been able to keep up on it. John, your channel isn't doing great because of the market. Yeah. The algo is not pumping up my crypto videos. It's not pumping up my gold videos. The algorithm is pumping up nothing. It's not pumping up any videos. So my career on YouTube is really low right now. I'm at a low point. But I'm just going to stay strong and focus ahead, okay? When we get into a bull run, yeah. Lord, please help another bull run to come soon so that we can get rich on YouTube. This guy is a clown. He gives persona of crypto investor, but he doesn't know who Tom Lee is. Is Tom Lee that old guy? Tom Lee. Tom Lee's Bitmine buys 10.2 million ETH. Yeah. Yeah, I don't follow that guy. I don't follow him at all. I've seen him around, but I think he's, you know, a scammer. So I don't really follow these scammers like Tom Lee, Michael Saylor. I really try to avoid listening to them because it's going to be advice that leads you down the wrong path. Tom Lee is the fun, straight guy. He's the bull's bull. Okay, he's a big-time bull. He's good at calling the market. Okay. Yeah, I just follow commodities guys, you know, like Rick Rule, Gregory Mannarino, Jim Rickards, Jim Rogers. I just follow a lot of gold and silver guys. I don't follow Tom Lee. No. And I will not. I won't follow him. He's one of these guys that they pump out on TV and try to get you bullish right before it all collapses, probably, you know. Try to help suck you in, you know, and then it crashes or whatever. But Tom Lee is a billionaire and you are broke. Yes, but how did he become a billionaire? Did he use inside information that I was not privileged to? Where did he get his millions, you know? Saw a guy live on saying a millionaire off selling envelopes on Facebook. On live saying he was a millionaire. Selling envelopes. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers out there. Guys, I'm not a millionaire, and I don't claim to be. Okay? I'm not a scammer. I will tell you, I do not have $1 million. I'm not rich yet. And it takes time. I'm trying to become rich. He was a senior economic analyst for the big banks during the economic crisis. Wow. So he probably made a lot of money at his day job. He was probably making hundreds of thousands of dollars at his day job every year. So it's very easy to become a millionaire when you have a high income. Very, very easy. And I have no doubt that he had inside information. A guy up there like Tom Lee, he's got secret knowledge. And these people are not going to tell you all of their trades. He was yeah. Your man-made gash is just an open wound that never heals. Wow. That's an amazing quote. Maybe we can reflect on that someday. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Let's go. Like the video. No matter what facts we toss at this guy about Tom Lee, this guy still won't admit anything. What do you mean? Anything about what, Tom Lee? That he's a millionaire? Okay, I admit he's a millionaire. Who cares, you know? You know, who cares if I don't admit anything about Tom Lee? What does it even matter? Why are we talking about him? You know? It's one of those things. People just want to keep talking about him. John, another reason your channel may be struggling is that the algorithm doesn't know who your audience is. You need to have a channel dedicated to crypto and one to fitness. Okay. Yeah. Have a channel dedicated to crypto and a channel dedicated to fitness. Okay. Now, I don't know how to change from, I don't know how to go from one channel to the other from my phone. I only know how to do it from my desktop. Yeah. And another for space heaters. Yeah. Probably. Well, I haven't had time to do it. Yeah, I know. I need to have a channel dedicated to bodybuilding, a channel dedicated for investing. Yeah, I already know. I knew that like 3 years ago. I was working on that, and then my channel got banned. Now, I still know this, but I haven't had the time to do it. But eventually, yes, I'm going to have separate channels. And that's just something I haven't got to yet, because tonight I got to study for my personal training course, and I also have to do a lot of cooking and cleaning. And I have to go live on YouTube to try to make some money. So I just haven't had time yet to do multiple channels. Why were you banned? I was banned for medical misinformation for the shot. It said I did a video about, you see, I was working at Goodwill at the time. I walked across the street and I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. So I did a Bed Bath & Beyond video. That video got flagged for medical stuff. Okay, so somebody flagged my Bed Bath & Beyond video for medical misinformation. I think it may have been my ex-girlfriend who got me banned, or her friends, or it was Marantz Rants, because Marantz Rants, he has his own TikTok and YouTube, and he went off on me too. So my channel may have been banned from my ex, or from Marantz Rants, or just from the algorithm or something like that. But yes, I got banned for medical stuff with the COVID, with the jab. That's what it said. Okay. Yeah, misinformation. Pure blood for life. I like your very real chain. Yeah. Is it real gold? Yep, it's real. It has a little dent in it. I could see it. Heaters, man. I love heaters. Guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider becoming a subscriber, because I talk about all kinds of investments and how to make money and how to get ripped, how to get jacked. All right? So please hit that button. Hit that like button. Like the video, guys. Like the video. John. Super real chain. I think it's aluminum. Buy Rad 140. You will get big in the gym. Rad 140. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a penny stock guy. Yes, I like penny stocks. Rad 140 is a compound. Yes, it can help you put on muscle, but it will suppress your testosterone. So if you take Rad 140, your natural test level is going to go to 0. And therefore, what's going to happen? Your estrogen is going to go to 0 too. And you cannot build a lot of muscle without estrogen, okay? So that's why I advise people to take Rad 140 with test, because the test, some of that test will convert to estrogen. That's going to sensitize your estrogen receptors. It's going to help you add more weight, make your androgen receptors more responsive, okay? When you have estrogen circulating, it helps your androgen receptors become more sensitive to the androgens, to the Rad 140. Okay, so yeah, you got to take Rad 140 with test. Don't just take Rad 140, because your sex drive is gonna eventually, it's gonna crash. It'll come down. It'll be really, really good at first, but then your sex drive will drop like a rock, and then your gains will stop. But if you take test and Rad, you'll just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Is there a limit to how big you can get? Yeah, there is a limit. Okay. Bro is as white as a piece of paper. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Wait, maybe I shouldn't say thank you. I am using it now for 3 weeks. I got mad. Yeah, you're going to get strong in 3 weeks, but after about 4, 5, 6 weeks, I would say after 5 to 6 weeks, you're going to hit a plateau. And then your testosterone is going to drop to nothing. Your estrogen is going to drop to nothing. And you're actually going to start to get weaker. Okay? Using Rad 140 by itself, it's going to be amazing at the beginning. But then you're going to realize you made a huge mistake. You're going to make a huge mistake. Because at the end of your cycle of Rad 140, you're going to lose everything that you gained. And not only that, but your sex drive is going to completely collapse. Okay? And remember, the longer you take Rad 140, the worse off you're going to be when you come off of it. Because it's going to take your body a long time to bounce back to start producing testosterone again. Okay? And remember, whenever you're on cycle, you should try to be off cycle for at least the same amount of time. So if you go on a 3-month cycle, you should at least take 3 months off. And I would advise even taking off more time than that. I would say if you take a 3-month cycle, then you need to take 9 months off. I think that's the best way to go. You blast for 3 months, and then you take 9 months off, no steroids, no nothing. Okay? So eat, cleanse, trend hard, Anavar, give up. My music, what's up, bro? John is a gram of tren, anathate, Winnie, Halo, and test base, good for weight loss. Yes, yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah. Thank you. That's a great question. Yes, it is good for weight loss. It's also good for weight gain if you're eating enough. It says nice tits. Thank you, bro. Thank you. No, but if you're taking all those roids for weight loss, that's kind of, you're screwing up your body for nothing. You're screwing up your whole body just to lose weight. You don't need to take steroids to lose weight. Okay? If all you want to do is lose fat, I would recommend not taking any roids. Don't take anything. Okay? But if you want to bulk up, then I recommend you do a cycle. Okay? They told me Rad 140 with MK677 is a good combo. Yeah, it's a good combo, yeah. The MK677 is like a growth hormone. But remember, MK677 is also going to make your hands grow, your skull, your organs, your heart. Why do you think Rich Piana had cardiomegaly, a massive heart? Because he took growth hormone. That's what MK677 is. It's growth hormone. So, yeah, the MK will work. It works great. It makes me have so much energy. But it'll cause tumors to grow. It'll cause cancer to grow. So you really want to stay away from the GH, the growth hormone. And it's not healthy to do MK677 long term, especially if you have gyno. Okay, if you're taking test, if you're taking a lot of test and you're not managing your estrogen, and you're also taking MK, it can make your gyno grow very, very quickly. Okay, so I advise people, if you're going to do GH, just keep it at a low dosage and don't use it for that long of a period of time. Okay. MK is Merrick's retail golden child that was never born. Love it. Good to know. I'm 21, ain't taking no roids. Yeah. The only way that you should take steroids is if you're using it to make money. Okay? Like me, I should use steroids because if I did, I would make a lot more money on YouTube. Okay? But most people just do it to go to the gym, to look good. And that's not the smart thing to do. You want to be getting real cash, okay? If you're going to go through and hurt your body. Like these guys that become pro bodybuilders, If you're going to become a pro bodybuilder and make a lot of money, then I think steroids is okay. In a perfect world, no one would use steroids, though. It would be an equal playing field. But we do not live in a perfect world, okay? Yeah, bro. Merrick wanted to bring to market as Alzheimer's drug in the 90s. It didn't work, but it did make HGH. Really? Make it an Alzheimer's drug? That's crazy. The MK677 was around in the 90s? That's insane. I didn't know that it was around back then. But yeah, MK77 is a research chemical. You're not actually supposed to take it. It's illegal to take. It's just a research chemical, but everybody takes it, you know. MK77, where came from? Okay, that's where it came from. It was developed, supposed to be a drug to help people with Alzheimer's. That's cool. Silver price. Yeah, we got to do some silver price predictions. We got to get some good silver predictions going. Silver price could hit $500 in the next 10 years. You know, you could predict anything you want. But in reality, silver could go down soon. And that's what sucks. Silver could go down. But if it does, oil is going to go up. If oil goes down, silver is going to go up. So either way, if you have oil stocks and silver, you're going to be making money somewhere. Okay? These are alternative plays. If your silver does bad, that means it's because oil is skyrocketing. All right? And if oil does bad, then the stock market, crypto, silver and gold, those are all going to do well. So I believe in having some plays that are counteractive. You know, they counteract each other. That's the word, counteract. I want to buy low. Do you think it will go to $50? Silver? Silver go to $50? I always said that it certainly would if we got the next recession/depression. So the bad thing is that, yes, according to some of my earlier theories, we are expecting a lower silver price. We're also expecting a way higher silver price coming out of this depression. So, and we don't know the next move. We don't know what Trump's going to do, but I just think that the war is going to get worse. That means that the stock market might go down more. But I'm not going to claim that I know, but I am going to claim that I believe that the war is going to get worse. There's a high probability that gold and silver are going to start to go down now and head towards 50. Okay? Now, because there is a shortage, there's a real shortage of silver, but if the economy really slows down, then that means the economy is going to be using less silver. So we can go from a shortage to an actual surplus real quick. Okay? So, yes, there is a bear case for silver. There is a bear case. Okay? And if silver goes down, if silver crashes, then I think that you should buy. Okay? But maybe silver is only going to go down to 65, 75. Okay? We have to wait and see with the war. If the war keeps blowing up, then I think silver will probably crash, but then it's going to skyrocket when they start printing money and injecting money into the system. But yeah, we got $2. Thanks, bro. Forever slacker. Yes. I still think that gold and silver stocks are a great place to be. There's not a lot of gold stocks that have a super high dividend. That's the problem. The biggest dividend stocks are energy stocks. Okay. But yeah, as far as gold stocks, I like Barrick Gold. I like Gold Royalty. That's GROY. I like McEwen Mining. Outcrop Silver. I like a lot of the silver stocks. Silver One Resources. Yeah, Outcrop Silver and Gold. I like Gold Resource. Silver Corp Metals. First Majestic. Yeah, one of my biggest positions is First Majestic. And it's down right now. It's down. And then I've got a huge position in Barrick. Very, very large position. I got a very large position on Pan American Silver. That's PAAS. That's a dividend. That's another dividend silver play. What are your thoughts on oil? And by oil, I mean synthol. Synthol is an oil that you inject into the muscle. Remember on that classic video with Boston Lloyd says, I got 3 cc synthol here, 3 cc synthol here, 3 cc's here and 3 cc's here. Okay, that was the classic Boston Lloyd synthol video. A lot of bodybuilders inject it, and it makes your muscle just get swollen and enlarged because of the oil, and it can make you get really big, really jacked. But it's all fake. It's all fake. And I believe that it actually damages the muscle. From my research, synthol will damage the muscle tissue. Okay? And then you're going to become dependent. You're going to have to do more synthol, more synthol. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I highly advise all my clients against the use of synthol. I don't recommend it to any of my clients. And there have been claims that I have injected my clients with synthol before competition. I want to put these claims to rest. It's not true. I have never injected a client with synthol. Only test. Okay? Should I, you lying, is it safe to throw all that beefcake around, J-Rock? Yeah, it's safe. I pay $400 a month for synthol. Wow, bro, you are crazy. That's stupid. Guy pays $400 a month to buy synthol. You can look like this naturally, bro. Look at those traps coming in. Look at the front delts right there, too. That's how you do it, boys and girls. That's how you get ripped. We got 25 viewers in here now. That's really good. Shredded wheat, yo. Let's get ripped. What's your favorite PCT? Bro, if I was going to do roids and I was going to take a PCT, I would take HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin. I would take HMG. I would take Clomid. And I would just take maybe some natural test boosters. You know, that's what I would take. HCG, HMG, and Clomid. That'll get your balls pumping. Get them back to normal. The HCG is really the key. A lot of people don't know about it, but yeah, you got to do freaking a good PCT. And this bro is on Rad 140. If he doesn't have if he doesn't have HCG, he doesn't. He doesn't, because these websites that sell compounds like Rad 140, they don't sell injectable steroids or the ancillary areas. So they don't sell HCG. So this guy is going to have to go somewhere else to get HCG. My opinion is he doesn't even know about it probably. A lot of bodybuilders don't even know what HCG is. And this guy's on Rad 140 and he's going to crash after his cycle. I guarantee you. This guy is going to have a terrible time coming off of Rad 140. Okay? Because he doesn't understand the proper use of gear. Get your tickets, people. John having a gun show. Trying to. What about low dose Tren, Winnie, and Test? Is it a good PCT? No. Steroids are not a PCT, bro. You know this. You can't. It doesn't make sense, bro. A real PCT involves nothing. You have to come off of the anabolics. Okay? You got to get away from the anabolics. Running full blood. Yeah, after you come off of roids, you got to do a full blood test. Absolutely. I got to make some eggs. We gotta watch this one real quick, I think. MAGA, Trump, 2028. Stand with yo mama. Yeah. Trump, we don't need Trump in there anymore. We need somebody new, okay? You know, Trump already had his chance and he failed. He failed miserably. Trump is a loser and a failure. Guy does on occasion eat his food with toothpicks. You might want to listen and take notes. Man, I am effed up after the rad cycle. What should I do, man? Well, if you come off the rad without a proper PCT, without, you know, Clomid and HCG, you know, yeah, you're going to lose your gains, okay? But yeah, dude, you're going to lose your gains fast. Now, if you had mixed rad with a test E or a test cypionate, then that test would still be in your system. So it's kind of like a slow come down. Okay, that's why I really liked it to mix test with the rad 140, because then if you're just taking rad and you stop, you're going to come down real quick, and then you might even get depression. Okay, so I always recommend, you know, a test E with whatever else you're taking. People don't know this, but if you take any steroids at all, you should take a test base. If you don't, that means you're a fool, and it means that you haven't researched. Okay? I'm sorry, but it means that you haven't researched. You got to do your due diligence, your DD it's called. Yeah, guys. Some eggs going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I want to eat more than 5 though. This pan cooking here. They say that if you eat 36 eggs a day, it's the same as a steroid cycle. Is that true? I don't know. Probably not. But that's what the kids are saying. And one more for good measure. John, blast that cruise or come off with PCT. Blast and cruise. I like to blast. I would probably blast and cruise. I'd probably blast for 3 months and cruise for 9. That's what I would do. Good PCT idea. Low dose Anavar plus Proviron. Oh yeah, Proviron's the other good one. Yeah, you got your Clomid, your HCG, your Proviron. I'll be right back. Jesse Pinkman. I gotta work at 7 in the morning tomorrow. Because my boss has to go do something. So I gotta work at 7 a.m. So trust me, guys, I am not happy. 7 in the morning. But it's okay. It is what it is, you know? Whatever. Let's just let that cook, guys, and we'll talk business. But yeah, I am just very uncertain about these markets. Many times in the past, Donald Trump has scared the markets. Like when he said that we're having all these tariffs and everything like that, he was scaring the markets, and then the markets bounced back with a vengeance. So I feel like this time he's setting up investors to believe that the markets are going to bounce back. But what if they don't? Then everyone's going to buy the dip and then it's going to crash. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't freaking know what's coming next. I don't know what's going to happen. This has never happened before. I've never been this uncertain about the markets. For real. So whatever happens, I hope people don't get wiped out, but I have a feeling that they will. A lot of people might get wiped out. I know my music, you're probably still bullish right now. I'm definitely bullish like in the next 6 months to a year. And that's what I'm investing for. Okay. Like I'm buying crypto because I think in 2028, after the next Bitcoin halving, it's going to skyrocket. I'm buying gold and silver stocks because I believe that after this crash, the government is going to stimulate and gold and silver are going to be the main beneficiaries. Okay. So I'm not investing for what's going to happen in the next 2 months because we could have an absolute disaster. But I'm investing for the next 6 months to a year. You know what I mean? I'm looking out into the future. John, will likely see a pullback crash with recovery with a 168-day bottom. Could be as little as 30 days. Yeah, we're going to have to just wait and see. I've decided that I don't want to sell any stock. I'm just going to ride it out. Okay, it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna write it out. It's gonna be easy for me to write out crypto, but it's gonna be a little bit harder to write out all of these gold and silver stocks that I have because we might take some losses. Okay, I was way up. I'm off 20 grand from where I was. You know, my stock account was at like $1.60, and now it's at like $1.40. So my stocks are down, and they might go down a lot more. Okay, so as an investor, you got to try to stay strong, not let it bother you, not let it weaken your mind. John, historically, war bottom happens 30 to 45 days and full recovery at 90 days. So, yeah, my music, that's why I'm happy you're here. He's informing us that typically we should see a bottom in another 15 to 30 days because we're about 15 days into this war. So we might see a bottom coming up here soon, and that'll be the time to buy. Okay, so we might see another event like a historical crash. The markets might drop for another couple of weeks, but then I'm going to be looking to buy. I've got cash, so I've got cash in my stock account. I'm ready to buy more gold stocks. So if I see stocks like Barrick Gold come down, I'm going to be buying. All right. He says, read the rest of my comment. Exception is oil. When oil spikes, it historically averages 168 days. So oil might not recover. It might not come down. I don't know. Why is people worried about someday Elsa's necklace might be... Bro, a lot of people want to steal this chain. Okay? There's one bro at my work. Every day he's like, let me get your chain. I'm like, shit, bro. Get away from me, dude. He's just joking. But he's like, let me get your chain. Every day. Every single day he says that. And these guys try to corner me in the office. They come up next to me. And they make me back up into a wall. And I'm like, bro, the camera's right there. If you try anything, I'm just going to tell them to look at the camera. Okay? These two bros are teaming up on me. But in reality, I could probably take them both out if I really wanted to, you know? But they're my friends, so. John, buy a gun. Yes. You're right. You got to have protection. You got to be able to protect yourself, okay? But yeah, thanks, guys. We got 15 viewers in here. 15 viewers. And you know my music, maybe I should just make this channel a workout channel. And I don't know what to do. Should I make this a workout channel or keep this as a gold and silver channel? Because if I start a whole new channel that's just for working out, it probably won't become monetized for years. I probably won't be able to get it monetized for a very long time. So I really don't want to start a new channel just because I know how many months it's going to take to become profitable. When war plus oil spike, it's 168 days on average to a market bottom. Oh, okay. That seems realistic. So the stock market could really come down a lot over the summer. That means that like David Hunter's call is going to be wrong. That means Michael Oliver is going to be wrong because Michael Oliver says that in the summer, gold and silver are going to, he says silver is going to go to $500 this summer. So according to that, it means Michael Oliver is wrong. And I think he might be wrong because the war situation kind of popped up and maybe he didn't have that in his theory, you know? So we might see some of these analysts kind of back off with their predictions, but we have to just wait and see, guys. This crazy stuff is going to happen. So when the market crashes, I think that if it does crash, you should keep buying your 401k. You should keep on putting money into your 401k. Continue to put money into your Roth. Okay? Maybe we should talk about a Roth IRA for a second. I think there is an expiration day for the Roth and it is April 15th, I think, which is about the time when I think your taxes are due, which is probably no coincidence. I'm not an expert on that stuff, but I just figured out that I think the Roth expires. You cannot, that means that you cannot put any more money into your current Roth after April 15th or so, or April 14th. So that means you got to put your money in there. You got to get up to 7,500. You can put 7,500 per year in your Roth IRA, and I believe that you should. I believe you should. Okay? My friends know not to back me into a wall. Right? I know. I just play weak, though. I just play like I'm weak. So I let them. Many times I act like I'm stupid. I act like I'm weak. But in reality, I know that I'm far superior to many others in many ways. Sometimes it's good to pretend you're foolish, pretend that you're stupid, but actually have a master plan in the back of your mind of how you're going to succeed. Don't let people know that you have a master plan. Okay? Keep buying all the way down, all the way up, make a fortune. That's what I'm going to do. If the stock market goes down, I'm just going to be looking to cherry pick stocks. That's all. I'm going to cherry pick the very best of the best of the best. The best cannabis stocks, the best commodity stocks, the best gold and silver stocks. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be cherry picking. I'm going to cherry pick the best cryptocurrencies. Do you know how to throw hands? I can fight a bit, yes. Okay? But I'm not fighting anybody unless I'm getting paid. Because I'm not going to take a chance at ruining this beautiful face, perfect proportions, amazing nose. I'm not going to take a chance at risking that unless I'm getting paid. So I don't want to fight anybody. But yeah, I know how to fight. I know a lot of techniques. I could probably throw you on the ground within seconds. And then you'd probably be in pain and whatever else, you'd be hurting. No, I mean, you're probably a great fighter too. You probably know how to fight and all that. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just bullshitting. I'm just yapping, okay? John, check your YouTube video analytics. Look at which videos do better, crypto or fitness, which consistently does better numbers, and use this channel to focus on that subject. Okay. Yes. I mean, I monitor the analytics. Honestly, the best videos is like the knife videos. I'd be like, I show like which knife is illegal, and I spell illegal wrong. Those videos always get at least 1,000 views. So usually the videos with the most views are like the most foolish, stupid videos you could ever think of. So I would just have to make this a foolish, stupid channel to get the most money, which is really what you have to do, Personally, I like AVGO right now. Yeah, I've definitely heard about that one. Let me look that up. AVGO. I got to buy some of that. Man, I can't wait to eat these eggs, bro. I need the protein, and I need it bad. My body is so weak right now. I feel like I'm getting very strong, though, already. Just because I'm taking one day off. I feel like my strength is dramatically going higher. And my mood is going higher. Oh, it's the Broadcom. Okay, it's the Broadcom one he told me about. Yeah, you're obsessed with that one. You really like that stock. I should probably buy it, because I have a lot of other types of stocks, but as far as like blue chip stocks go, I don't have a lot of them. Because I believe that those will suffer the most. But, it's also true that the bigs are getting bigger. And the small companies are disappearing. So that makes the case that, yes, you should be buying these big blue chip stocks like Broadcom. It's just another way to diversify. So yeah, go for it, bro. I might buy some with you. Okay, I might buy a little bit soon. They make Google, Meta, Anthropic, OpenAI, Amazon chips. Okay, yeah. He says male boobs. John, try a good safe stock with minimal risk. It's going to grow a lot. Says it's got minimal risk. AVGO. Let's see where we're sitting right now. AVGO. $322 a share. Yeah, maybe I should buy some. It does have a dividend. The dividend is only 65 cents. But maybe the dividend is monthly. If it's monthly, that'd be a saving grace. AVGO dividend history. I don't know if it's no, it's an annual dividend. It's not monthly. Monthly dividends are crazy because it'll compound so much more. Every month you reinvest into that stock. Yeah, their dividends 65 cents, 50 cents, $5.25 right there. 5.25. Wow. It looks like they have had periods where they have very good dividends, and then they have periods where they have very low dividends. So the big dividends could come back. Okay. John, EPS is growing huge this year, and they have 10 billion share buyback. Yeah. I mean, I got to get in on it with you. AVGO. We got to get in on something together. Other than some of the gold and the silver stuff. So I'll buy it. But how much am I going to buy? Maybe I'll buy like 3 shares. It's like $300 a share, bro. That's a lot of money for 1 share. But I don't need to let that scare me, okay? I'm trying to get rich. I'm not trying to be scared by stupid little insignificant things like an extremely high share price when it can go much higher. I know it can go much higher. You think $300 is a lot. The thing could probably go to $700 a share in the next few years or in the next 2 years, okay? But yeah, share buybacks are always good. Is that chain real? And I saw you in the last video working out. Yeah, hey Jess, I just did a workout. Yes. The chain is real. Yes. This is worth about 5 stacks, 5 racks. Nah, it's worth 5 G's, but that's nothing. This is if I have a kid, this is gonna be my son's. He'll be walking around school with this chain, and I'm obviously gonna have a way bigger one. By the time I have a son, I'm going to have a chain that's like 5 times this big. And then my kid's going to be able to wear this one. And I'm going to teach my kid how to fight, so no one's going to steal it from him. I'm going to be training my son how to fight and my daughter how to fight, even when they're probably 5 years old. I'm going to start training them. And I'm going to start training them with other things too, with wisdom and knowledge about the world and about history and all that. That's why I'm trying to get rich now, so when I have kids, I can actually be able to spend time with them. That's why I'm working so hard. So there are thousands of people like you doing labor work in India, you idiot. If the market stays solid and the chip demand is solid, I expect it at 450 by year. Yeah, the chip demand is always going to be there, I think. Okay? Even the military is going to probably be demanding more chips. AVGO recently fell from 420 to 300. It's going right back before. Yeah, I'm going to buy some, okay? I promise you, bro. I promise you. I will buy some AVGO. Maybe I'll buy 3 or 4 shares, but I will buy it on Monday. I swear. I never swear, but I promise you I will buy it on Monday. But I'm excited. I'm excited to pick up some AVGO because that's going to be my most expensive stock. My most expensive stock right now, well, it'd be AGQ. But my most expensive company is probably Barrick Gold, and that's worth about $46 a share. It's a cool stock, cooler company. Yeah. Are you bald? Yeah. I still do grow hair all around here. But it's getting a little bit thinner. So I'm gonna be probably just going bald soon. I'm just gonna shave it and make sure I go bald. nothing wrong with being bald, okay, guys? Nothing wrong with getting a little bit older. For the most part, my body is in excellent condition. I'm in excellent health. Other than, my body probably does have a fairly high concentration of microplastics, just like everybody. I probably do have more toxins in my body that I would like, just because the world is polluted. But for the most part, I'm very healthy. And I owe that to my diet and my training. Sophie, I got to buy some Sophie. Okay. Maybe I'll buy 3 shares of Broadcom, and I'll buy like Sophie's a little bit cheaper, I think. Sophie, S-O-F-I. Okay, I'll buy a little bit of that too. I promise. That way we can be in on some of these big ones together. So that way, if they go up, I can celebrate with you, because I don't want to be left out. All right, I get FOMO too. Sophie gone from 32 to under 18. Really? Maybe I'll buy like 100 shares of that. $17.76. 76.67. Yeah, it's really come down a lot. Wow. Dang. But there is no dividend on that one, but whatever. 6.7, yes. I bought 160 shares recently under 18. 300 a share, maybe. Okay. You bought 160? I'll probably buy like, I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how many I buy. But it's a little expensive to buy 160 right now. Well, it's really not. I mean, I have like over 1,000 shares of Petrobrazil, and that's worth like 18. That's worth like the same amount of money. So I could easily buy 100 shares of this. I could buy 100 shares of it. Their revenue is skyrocketing. 3.7 billion, 4.7 billion. They're going to be hitting tens of billions of dollars within the next few years, probably, at the rate that they're growing. They're going to have a $10 billion revenue soon. Their CEO just bought 1 million shares. Bro, okay. I'm going to buy some then. I got to buy some. You got to look to the management, okay? If the management is buying it, then that means it's a good stock. It's a good company. Also, Sophie launched Sophie USD stablecoin with MasterCard. Wow. Okay. Thanks for that information. Yeah. But the markets were definitely down on Friday, but not that much. The Dow was down 119. The S&P was down 40. Guys, even though we're going into a freaking recession, the markets don't have to go down that much, okay? The markets oftentimes defy reality. They do. They defy reality. We might be expecting the markets to drop, but they might not go down that much. So we'll have to just wait and see what's going to happen. And dollar cost average. That's our best bet is the DCA. It's proven to work. For all these years, dollar cost averaging has been one of the best ways to invest. One of the best ways to become rich. Okay? Epstein 2040. No Epstein, okay? No Epstein. Epstein is very evil, very bad. So, yeah, guys, give the video a like. We're trying to get some more likes here today. And leave a comment, guys. Please leave a comment. Check out the heater. Beautiful heater, guys. Beautiful. Any questions about the heater? That's hot. That's real hot right there, guys. But yes, we have an amazing heater, high quality heater from Walmart. It's called the Medea. It is a quartz infrared heater. And I highly recommend it, yes. I'm a baller. You got to be a baller to buy stuff like this. A high-tech heater. How does infrared technology work in a heater? Wow, I'm so glad you asked. You see, inside of these heaters, they have a quartz element. Well, it's a tungsten coil surrounded by quartz, and it heats up very, very, very fast. And then the heat reflects from the tungsten coil, and it shoots out, and it will basically release infrared radiation. Yes, infrared radiation, just like the sun. That's why I had to just step away from it there. It was too hot. I think I was getting a little sunburn there. Are there 3 elements, John? Yes. There's 3 heating elements. So it's got up to 1,500 watts of juice. It's got a lot of power. Yeah, bro, I should be a heater salesman. I wish that there's not really such a thing as a heater salesman, but if there was, I would absolutely destroy. Is it true, or does it heat the air, but the objects it touches? Yeah, right. It doesn't heat the air. It heats all the objects. It heats anything that's in its path. Bro, I hate leaving my motorcycle outside. Some bro from the bar was walking by my motorcycle, and he was eyeing it up. So I'm like, and I started walking over to my bike because the bro was eyeing up my bike. Like, I don't know if he's gonna freaking try to come by and steal it or something, you know? I don't trust anyone that goes to bars, you know? If I see some dude walking outside of a bar, I'm just gonna walk away from him. These guys are just straight up stupid. They're just going to get wasted and kill as many brain cells as they can. So I don't trust anyone that really visits bars on the regular. If you're single, maybe, you know, but, or if you just want to get away with your girlfriend and get something to eat, then that's okay, sure. But when you're taking beer after beer after beer and you're drinking 10, 12 beers a night, that's not smart. That'll make your gut huge. The number one thing that will lower your health is if you have a massive gut. So if you keep a healthy body weight, you're going to live longer. All right? Bro, last month, my heating bill was like $200. $200 to heat this place. Every time I leave, the upstairs heat automatically goes to like 73 degrees. And like I always turn it down. I turn my heat down to like 50, and then it turns back on automatically. So my heating bill is just like really high for no reason. But that's one of the problems I haven't had time to address because I've been working so much and just doing the YouTube and the day job and the Burger King and the flipping the burgers and the putting the fries in the bag. It gets old. It gets old, guys. Okay? Only Mary Jane for me. Yeah, Mary Jane's okay. I'm not going to say that Mary Jane is healthy, but it definitely can be used. If used correctly, it can be beneficial. It can help better sleep, lower depression, lower your anxiety. Okay? Especially if you know how to alternate indicas and sativas. You got to know how your body responds to each. Okay? I respond very positively to indica because my brain is often overstimulated. And indica can help calm me down a little bit. Yeah. I don't vape. No, I don't vape. You know what? Okay, I started vaping again. I bought a THC vape, okay? I caved in and I bought one. But, bro, you try working 10 days in a row and see how much stress you have. All right, bro? My brain responds to trend and test. Yeah. Trend is the killer of relationships. Trend will basically end your relationship. Because that happened to me before. One time I was on a cycle. Okay? I was on a cycle of test Rad 140 MK 677. And I did have a bottle of Tren that I think that was fake, but I'm really not sure. It could have just been an extremely low dose. And that is when I had a relationship that ended, because I was doing a mini cycle, I would call it, and it ended the relationship, and I started acting a little bit differently. Okay, so if you do steroids, it may end your relationship. So that's another reason to stay away from them. If you don't have a really strong relationship with your girl, steroids can make you act a little bit different, and then your woman's not going to respond positively. Or she will, you know. Everyone's different. But yeah. They call Tren the killer of relationships. Tren is the strongest steroid in the world. They ruin cycles, yeah. Yeah, bro. If you're on a cycle and your woman leaves you, it's like that kind of sucks, you know. What the hell happened to your sleeves for, sir? My ex actually made this shirt. I like the shirt. I like the shirt. I'm not wearing it because she made it. I'm wearing it because I like it. It's John's Gold and Silver. Gold, silver, and muscle. I gotta find a new girlfriend and make some new shirts. That's part of the plan, but it hasn't happened yet. A lot of the women that you meet, I mean, they're not capable of doing a whole lot. A lot of women don't even know how to cook. You know, if you tell them instructions, I want you to cook it like this, they're going to cook it completely different, you know. So I do appreciate a woman that knows about arts and crafts and how to make a shirt. You know, it's not that hard to make a shirt. It shouldn't be that hard, okay? Skip the game, my dude. What job you do 10 days in a row? Burger King. Burger King. I'm the Burger King stock trader, bro. Okay? He says English women can all cook. English. I don't have any English women around here. I don't know any English women, so that doesn't really help me. Burger King stock trader, yeah. Exactly, bro. Gonna be the first Burger King millionaire. The first millionaire that's working at Burger King. That's one of my goals. But I might quit Burger King before I become a millionaire. And I think certainly I will. Once I get up to like 500K, I'm not going to want to work there anymore. No. I'll get up to 500K and I'll be like, okay, I quit, you know? And I'll freaking, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. What percentage in taxes do you pay on your crypto profits? I don't know. It's somewhere like around 25% or something like that. Or it's somewhere between like 15 and 30%. You would have to ask my tax person because I don't remember what it was. But I think on my crypto, I pay somewhere between 15 and 33%. I don't know. I don't know for sure. The broccoli looking way too delicious right now. 20K, I'd quit. One time when I was like 22 years old, I was like, bro, if you, because I had like $50,000 when I was like 20, and I was like, bro, if you got 50 grand, would you quit? And I just wanted to see what people would say, but that's, I think for the most part they didn't really know, or they said no, or you know. But that's crazy. You'd quit your job for 20K? Bro, if I become a millionaire, I kind of don't even want to quit my job. I just want to go to my job every day and flaunt my millions, you know? I think that would be funny. Because I'd say, guys, I told you I was going to get rich. And then I'd say, will you join my Patreon now? And I bet you they still won't join. Because they know that I'm a completely different type of person than them. And they don't have the guts that I have to go in and to just say, I'm going to buy crypto no matter what. These guys get scared too easily. Yeah. He says, slow down, I'm going to choke. Guys, I bought, this has squash. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. It tastes like watery. I thought I didn't like squash, but it's not bad. I think that's what it's supposed to be, a squash. I really don't like it that much, but I could eat it. I could eat it. And the brain can learn to like various things too. So if you don't like it today, maybe you'll start to like it tomorrow, you know? Look at that bicep. Gotta get bigger arms. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Gen X. I would be not telling other employees what you are doing. They might jump you behind the dumpster. Yeah. They already want to jump me. But I never allow myself in that position where they can really startle me and surprise me. I'm always watching my back, especially when I'm wearing this chain. See? Always watch your back. Just imagine, like, once I get a nice watch, I got a $5,000 chain, but once I get a $5,000 watch, then I'll have 10 grand on me. And then if I wear my pendant, that's like 15 grand. I'm just going to be walking around with 15K, you know, which is kind of cool and kind of scary at the same time. Because if you got robbed for 15 grand, I would be pissed, dude. I do shares. I get beaten up with crypto. Do they know about your page here, John? The BK team. Yes. Yeah. I'm a lot of the people that I work with are on my channel. I told them because they're my friends, you know. So I told a lot of the people I work with about the channel. A lot of them don't watch me though because they don't like to watch. Even my manager, she said, he's like, I really can't watch a guy eat food and talk about stocks. I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, that's fine. Because it's kind of gross watching me eat, you know. That's a little weird. It's a little bit weird. But this is the time that I have, you know, and also I'm always eating. Like I'm always trying to eat. So this is the nice one that I have too. It's got like a freaking chain, like a chain thing around it, solid gold back, and then it's got over 300 diamonds. 300. But they're very, very small diamonds, and I estimate the diamonds at $1 each. So those diamonds are worth about $300 combined. And this, I think this is worth about maybe 4,200 right now, somewhere around 42. It's a nice piece. But also, the more I wear it, the more it gets scratched up. So I've been trying not to wear it because if it gets a lot of scratches, it's going to lose value. It'll still have the gold value, but if it's all scratched up, it'll be considered scrap. It won't be considered a premium piece. I'd like to keep it a premium piece, and I don't like to wear it. But I'm going to put it on right now because I just love it. But then when I eat, it's like I have to hold it out of the way so when I eat. See you at work. You gonna come in and see me? That'd be funny. You live somewheres around here. I know you said you live somewheres around where I live. Shoot. I still got your email, I think. I got your email on one of these papers. I was supposed to email you. Like I said, I've been working the last 10 days and my stress level has been through the roof. All right. Maximum 8 to 12K gold. You got robbed. That's no jewelry. That's toys. He says maximum 8 to 12K gold. Yeah, all combined, it's about 9,000 in gold. So yeah, you're right. I didn't get robbed though. I didn't get robbed, brother. BK Crew. Crew is awesome. We got a lot of good members in the crew. You know, and that's one of the reasons that I haven't quit is because we got a good crew. They're pretty dependable, and when the business is there, they're willing to get their hands dirty. You know what I mean? They're willing to go to work. Jewelry is for women, you vag. Jewelry is not just for women, it's for men too. How do we know this? How do we know that jewelry is also for men? Because of the benefits, okay? Wearing copper jewelry has been proven to do many beneficial things for you. So that means that men should wear copper. It also means women should wear copper. Also, gold and silver is very healthy for you because some of the gold gets absorbed inside the skin. And there's many theories about how this can actually be good for you. So I actually have gold inside my body just from wearing this. And everyone has gold inside their body. And, you know, like I said, there's a lot of theories about it, but they say it's very healthy to wear gold. It's very good for you. Who said jewelry is only for women? Yeah, that's crazy. You ever seen a woman wear a Byzantine style chain? Nah, it's really a men's style, okay? This is also for men. Is this the Figaro? I don't know. But I think this is like a men's style. So they make certain styles specifically for men to buy, you know? But that's not real gold, though. This is real gold, yes. This is real. I've seen women with bigger arms. Yeah, right, dude. We had this one chick in my high school that she was pretty jacked. She was doing like a lot of different sports, and you could clearly tell that she had really good genetics. This was the most jacked woman in my high school. She clearly was head and shoulders above, I think, most of the other women there. And I think she was natural too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was natural. But some people just have crazy genetics. Look at that shroom. I really only like mushrooms if they're baked in the oven. I don't like mushrooms that are slimy. Okay? Nobody said that in chat. You making shit up. I dated a jacked chick over the pandemic. Great butt, he says. Shit, dude. I dated a jack chick. Shit. I want my women to work out. The problem is they never do. You know? So I got to find a woman that like works out. It's like to try to get a woman to work out. It's like trying to do something that's very hard. That's what it's like. It's like trying to do something that's very hard. So you got to find a woman that already works out. Find a woman at the gym. That's probably what I'm going to do, is try to find a woman at the gym. Because health is just so important to me. My wife qualified for something. Well, you work out, so of course you're going to be with a woman that works out. So your wife qualified for some kind of competition or something, he's trying to say. But our views are dropping now. We had 589 views in the last hour. So the views are dropping a bit. I got a sick card, guys. Forever Slacker, My Music. I got a sick card today. You probably think it's stupid that I do like the Pokemon cards, but maybe you don't, because you grew up around that time, I think, some of you guys. But I'll show you what I just got. It's not a Pokemon, it's something else. I just got this. It's an 8 near mint to mint. Look, 1 out of a 1. Abe Lincoln. Look how sick that card looks. And just look at the face. It's very profound. It's very profound. And of course, look at the back. It's a 1 out of a 1. 1 out of a 1. So I'm really excited about this card. Okay? And I only paid $63. And I have not seen a lot of Pieces of the Past cards with that same style. So I think that this is going to really go up in value a lot. I think I'm going to quadruple my money on this in the next 5 years. I have found out that, generally speaking, if I believe a collectible is hot and I believe that I want it, it's going to go up in value. A lot of you guys know the same thing. You know, you're thinking of these collectibles that you wanted to buy in the past and you didn't buy them, and now they're worth a ton. You know? So a lot of us are just naturally very good at figuring out what collectibles are going to go up in value. So you got to learn to trust yourself, okay? So I trusted myself on this card. I only paid $63.99, and it's a 1 out of a 1 Abe Lincoln. And it's graded, and it's an 8. Okay? I think this is a super hot card. I am ecstatic today. I'm so happy to buy this card today. I can't wait till I get it here. It's just a freaking beautiful looking card. It's so shiny, and it's Lincoln. You know, one of the best presidents ever. So yeah, dude. I don't know when it's gonna get here, but I just bought it today. Bro, maybe get some metal fork before eating with plastic and flexing your gold chain. He says, shut the F up. Yeah, I like plastic forks, yeah. I got the metal stuff too. See? I got the metal, I just don't wash it, you know. I believe that's what, the girlfriends are for. So that's what girlfriends are for washing dishes. I'm not going to do that. I very rarely wash dishes. Sometimes I will do it, but just very rarely. Yeah. Get this light on right here. And I kind of want to go start up my bike because the battery's out there in the cold, and I want to just make sure I keep starting my motorcycle every couple days. So I might go start it up and ride to the store. I think I'm going to go ride to the gas station tonight with my bike. It's going to be very fun. And I was thinking about getting a faster bike too. Why did you leave that dog in the car? Never understood collectible. Why people pay for it? It doesn't matter for life. Yes. Speculative collectible items. Never understood them, you know? So, like Pokemon cards, okay? It's because a lot of people already have tons of stock, tons of gold, tons of silver. That's where I'm at. I already have gold, silver, platinum, copper, nickel, stocks, crypto. I already have a lot of the investments that I want. So what else am I going to do? I'm going to buy collectible cards, collectible art, collectible guns. That's one of the key areas too, is guns. Yeah. And a lot of people, they don't like stocks because you can't touch them. You can't hold them. But collectibles you can have in your possession. So it's that extra layer of security. Okay? But collectibles can fluctuate in value a lot. Collectibles can go up, but they can also go down. For the most part, the best of the best collectibles have gone up. Okay? The best of the best. If you just have like moderate collectibles, they're kind of common. Usually those stay the same or they go down. But the really rare stuff, like the Michael Jordan rookies, you know, the higher grade guns, the first edition Pokemon, these ones go up. You need a trickle charger. Yes. Yeah, I got to get a trickle charger. You know, where am I going to plug it in? My bike is sitting outside in you know, I don't have a place to plug it in. I don't. There's no plugs outside. I don't have my own garage. My bike is just sitting out there right now. If it rains, it's getting rained on. If it snows, it's getting snowed on. Brand new bike just sitting out there. Well, it was brand new last year. And that's one of the things that pisses me off, but you have to ignore it. If I just focus on it, oh no, my bike, I'm going to go crazy. So I let it sit out there. It'll be okay. If it loses a little bit of value from sitting outside, all right. You can't obsess on things you can't control. I do not have a garage. That's the way it is. Bring it inside with me. I can't. There's no way to get it in. You think I can carry my bike up the stairs, bro? You're nuts. A lot of things have gone down. The economy has been bad since 2012. Everything is in limbo. Yeah, but like I said, the high-end items always go up. The high-end coins, the high-end cards. The best of the best is always going to do well. Okay? It's those mediocre collectibles that sometimes they go down. In my opinion, okay? My opinion. So, like, if you're going to collect coins, you know, don't collect anything that is a low grade. Only collect the really high grade, sought after years. Like the Carson City Silver Dollars, the Brilliant Uncirculateds, the 1921 Mercury Dimes, the 1932 quarters. If you stick with the high end, well known, they're always going to go up. Bike cover. I have one. I have one, but I'm kind of too lazy to put it on. I bought it, but I just never used it. You know, I could go put it on there right now, but I'm trying to make money on YouTube right now. I just never had the time to put the cover on. It's like I'm always doing something else. There's always something that takes priority over putting the cover on my motorcycle. This guy has some gold coins. Yeah. What ones do you have? You're the best, John. Thanks, Water Buffalo. Good to see you. It says make no sense. Yes. A lot of people think that I don't make sense. And in some ways, I don't. In some ways, you know, some of the things that I do are a little crazy, you know, for sure. Okay, you're right. So, gold Verendly. I never heard of that. But, dude, this is a sick freaking card. I mean, look at this, bro. He's just staring at you. He's just giving you the death stare. Look at this. Boom. He's just giving you that death stare. It's a scary freaking card. That's another reason I had to buy it. Is just because of the way his portrait is. He just looks so scary. And like, for my opinion, any card that has like a certain strange look to it, it's going to get more eyes on it, and that's going to make the price go up. Okay. If you saw this card sitting there with a bunch of other cards, your eyes would be drawn to this one. I'm convinced of that. That's why I bought it. The system doesn't make sense. Moon Boy. Moon Market, yeah. The Moon Boy. Me and my buddies used to call Moon Market the Moon Boy. Moon Market is a YouTube channel that he's about like predicting penny stocks and stuff like that. I need to grade my Gengar card. It's $600 raw. PSA 10 sold for $17K. Shit, bro. Yeah, it's really tough to get a PSA 10. But if it is in really good shape, maybe it's an 8, 8.5. And that's still worth money. You know, my guess is, you know, if it was a first edition Gengar, then you're looking at a lot of money. Okay? Even if it is raw. But it might be a base set or a second edition. Second edition is not as good as base set, and base set is not as good as first edition. Okay? Game. What's up, guys? Game. You can fart the alphabet. I need to, yeah. Dude, get your Gengar graded. Go get it graded. You might have a lot of money sitting there, for sure. Maybe it's worth 600. Maybe it's going to be worth 5,000. Okay? Who knows? It depends on if there's any dings or dents on it, scratches. Yeah. Half green fire red set. Leaf green fire red set. Yeah, I don't even know that set. Leaf green fire red Gengar. I don't know. Okay, I see it. Nice. Is it this one? Like that? 150 HP? There's a 10 right there. Yeah, that's a sick looking card. That's it, yeah. Yeah, dude, get it graded. Might as well. I don't know how much it costs. Maybe it costs $30 or something. And you never know. You never know. You eat food, energy for your body, collectible, not so much until you change to dollars. Yeah. Nice card, though. I always liked Gengar. It's kind of a funny Pokemon. Gengar. I can't believe I got that Abe Lincoln. That is sick. I think that card was really rare. I can't find anything else that's like that. Well, it was a 1 out of a 1. So it is really rare, I think. It's incredibly rare. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I never used Gengar, but I knew the one guy, Paul, at Games Dojo. We used to battle there. They used to sell Pokemon cards, and we used to battle. They also did Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. And there was a guy named Paul. My buddy beat Paul on the tournament. My buddy got first prize. So that means Paul got second place. And when he beat Paul, he started bawling his eyes out, and he ran to the bathroom and cried. This bro was like 35 years old. 35-year-old dude. And he cried in the bathroom. And this guy had a literal suitcase. He would open up his suitcase, and he had all these freaking spots in there for decks. Like a freaking professional suitcase. He'd open it up. Like, I'm going to battle you with this one today. Let's get it on. I'm not kidding you. This guy had a freaking suitcase with all these Pokemon decks inside it. So, like, people took this game freaking seriously. You know? Pokemon is a highly strategic game. You got to be very strategic. All right, 13 people in here. Let's go, guys. We got 13 people. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Same with my gold coins. You can't eat it. You can't do nothing with it. But for some unknown reason, some people would pay $4,000 for it. Well, gold's worth $5,000. Gold's worth $5,000, so you're about $1,000 off. It's pretty funny. Probably last you knew, gold was $4,000. Sorry to inform you, but it's worth more. Yeah, for some strange reason, the central banks, the smart money of the world, is buying gold. Why? Because gold's money. Fiat paper is just paper garbage currency. Fiat is garbage. Gold is real. Okay? And you're saying, for some unknown reason, gold's worth $4,000. It's not an unknown reason. The reason is that gold is money. See, it's not unknown. We know. This is gold right here. That's gold. It's called a gold back. Gold back. This has got 1/2000th of an ounce of gold. Okay? So this is worth at least $3. Or at least $2. $2.50. 24 karat gold. But why? You can't do anything with gold. You can buy stuff with it. It's money. You know, it's very rare. The things that you can do, you can make jewelry. You can make electronics. Gold does not corrode. So that's why they put gold on computers. It doesn't rust. It doesn't degrade. You're going to get that same electrical connection every time with it. Okay? For a very long time. The other components of your computer, of your electronics, will decompose before the gold does. You know what I mean? So gold is an industrial metal, not as much as silver is, but gold is still very industrial. Gold has been money for hundreds of years. That doesn't just magically become irrelevant. Yeah. It can become irrelevant during certain periods of time. Sure. But the nature of governments is to destroy our way of life, to destroy our currency. So gold will come back. Gold is making a major comeback because they're destroying the currency. That's just the way it is. People always tend towards evil. This has been a problem for God for many years in the Old Testament. People always lean towards evil. Always. And it takes major societal effort to keep people good. Gold is currency everywhere on the planet, everywhere. Yeah. And the other metal was silver. Today they say silver is just industrial, it's not monetary. I believe silver will become a monetary metal again. Okay? So silver is going to have a big comeback. Huge comeback. Not everything, not everyone. I understand that gold is currency, but why? Because it's it's divisible, it's fungible. There are many qualities that can make a currency a good currency, and gold has all of the qualities. So gold is really the best thing, because it's somewhat finite, it's easily divisible. You can make different coins with it, bars. You can shape it into anything, and then it's got the great properties like it doesn't corrode. So that means it will be there forever. Okay, that is one property that money must have. It must not degrade over time. And gold, it's the same now as it always was. When you find a gold coin in a shipwreck, it's still got the same amount of gold in it. It doesn't wear away. Gold can wear a little bit if you're going like this. It can wear a little bit if you do that for like months and months and weeks, you know. You could wear some of it off. But for the most part, gold is the best thing that can become money. It's also limited, which makes it valuable. Yeah, it's limited how much gold is coming out of the ground. It's not like we have an infinite amount. We don't have an infinite amount of gold. People want gold, but let's people honest. Nobody knows why. It's just because we put value in it. No, we do know why. It's because it has the properties of money. Now, you could say that animals are money. But an animal is not a good source of money over time. Why? Because that animal is going to die. But gold is not going to die. You can pass that on to the next generation. Okay? So like you could pick anything and you could look at reasons to discredit it and reasons why gold is better. There are many reasons why gold is a better form of money than animals or grains or wheat or seeds. Gold is the best store of value because all those other things I mentioned, animals, grain, wheat, seeds, they all decompose. They all go away. Gold doesn't go away. And gold is very small. Okay? And you can transport it pretty easily. You can transport it anywhere you want. But obviously, if you put gold on a ship, that ship might sink. So you got to be careful about moving your gold across the ocean. Okay? Nowadays, it's pretty safe, but... Yes, the furs and hides of animals. But still, a lot of people will not want them. What if you go to a warm climate? Nobody's going to want fur. But if you take gold to any climate, they'll take it. Gold is a universally accepted form of money, okay? There are those who do not want your furs. But anyone can take gold and convert that gold into whatever it is that they want. All right? There's reasons why gold is the best money. And there's a lot of reasons why the dollar is the worst form of money. Those are not coincidences. It says true, John. Thanks. Gold only has the value we put on it. Interesting. Anything has the value we put upon it. The value is determined by the free markets. It's determined by the non-free markets as well, meaning manipulation. Okay? There are many things that can give gold its value. and many things that can cause it to go up and go down very rapidly. All right. So even gold is always changing. Even the best form of money is always changing. But if you look over time, it preserves its purchasing power. So gold is really the best. Long term, it's way better than dollars. You think dollars are good? Yeah. But long term, gold is even better. Think about that. Gold is even better than dollars. And so many people have so many dollars, but they don't have gold. So the bottom line is you got to get more gold. Trade your dollars for the gold. Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. You heard of who founded it, right? No. I don't know if we know who founded it, but it was someone involved with some illegal stuff. Yeah. And Bitcoin is not a good coin. Somebody here? Maybe. Hello?